Yes,
Serving raw, goddammit.
Subscribe to Serving It Raw and let's keep it
all the way funky, uncut, raw. Serving it raw just like my boy Gutter Kane.
Yes, Lord, you done tapped into Serving It Raw podcast. I am your host, Gutter Kane, and Gutter Man, the Pyrex Iron Chef. And I got a special guest in here. This one's been a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
This gentleman here is an entrepreneur and a CEO of Lion'sDen360MG Group. I want to welcome to Serving It Raw, Mr. Doc Blackwell.
Appreciate you, man.
How you doing?
Man, I've been waiting to get on this show, man. You know, Serving It Raw, man. That's like, you know, it's a pastime situation. You know, I'm trying to get on here, man. I've been waiting. Appreciate you having me too.
All right. No, I appreciate you being able to squeeze in. You know what I'm saying? It's been a complicated situation, more on my end than yours, but because you know you're a grinder forever. You know you've been getting
it. Man. we on the same page, man. I see you moving, man. You really do a lot more than a lot of people. They just, you know, you just ain't put it out. You ain't screaming, I do this and I do that, but you do a lot, man. I be seeing your interviews. You got some shit in there.
No, I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, man. We definitely finna give your flowers today, and we definitely gonna focus and let people know what you got going on because you have your hats in a lot of things as well.
We working.
Where are you from? So people.
Oh, I'm from Akron, Ohio. Born in Akron, Ohio. I moved to Bremerton when I was in 7th grade. Bremerton, Washington. So yeah, I'm from Akron, Ohio, home of the GOAT, King James. You know what I'm saying? Home of the greatest basketball player to ever live. I'll throw that out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Already. Okay, now you was a basketball coach before. So how did you go from being a basketball coach to being a record label CEO?
Well, man, you know, I got a son. My oldest son, he's 24 now. And when kids play Pee-wee, sometimes it just be a gang of kids and don't be no coaches. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to coach. I didn't want to be a basketball coach, but I kind of was forced into it. Not forced into it, but I was like, okay, we don't have a coach. I'll coach these boys. And I ended up coaching for like 4 or 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But music was always something that me and my brothers and my family always did anyways. That was something, even before Lions Den, we used to be in the booth. You know what I'm saying? I used to be in the booth rapping and all kind of and trying to make beats and all this other stuff. So music has always been there for us.
Okay, so you was rapping too at one point in time.
Oh man, we was doing what they do now. We was rapping what we was living, so it wasn't healthy at that time. You know what I'm saying?
What were some of your influences when it comes to rap? You know, you coming from Ohio.
Well, I'm a 70s. I was born in 77, so when I grew up to like LL was one of the hardest rappers. Special Ed was filthy. Rakim, of course, was one of the hardest. Everybody, you know, West Coast was, we from the Midwest, but West Coast was like, they really didn't hit us in the head till like NWA. You know what I'm saying? Cats like Ice Cube, they really didn't hit us in the head, but we was really folk. We liked Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One. He was a gangster. People don't know KRS-One was one of the first gangster rappers. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the ones. But you know, people like that, man. So we really looked up to as kids. When I got older, I like DJ Quick. I like Jeezy, one of my favorite rappers. Jeezy is he one of my favorite rappers. If you get in my car right now, all you're gonna hear is Jeezy or Keith Sweat. That's it. It's one or the other. All you're gonna hear.
Already. Okay, so what actually makes you go, you know what, I'm gonna start a record label in Washington?
We was already doing stuff like that. Like when I was like 20, 19, me and my brothers we already had built a studio. We used to every week we'd meet up and, you know, just we was already doing stuff like this. And it was just like, I think it was 2014. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna grab some of these young cats. I'm gonna grab my partner, rest in peace, Knucklehead Banger, and we just gonna come to my house once a week, and we're gonna be there. I'm gonna have Knucklehead come out for like 4 days. We're just gonna sit there. We're just gonna make music. So 2014 or 15, I just grabbed all the little youngsters, all the ones, you know, 19, 18, 20. Like Jordy was one of them. He was one of the little youngsters. We had a bunch of little youngsters though, and I just started making music and just putting beats together, just making music and just dropping compilations with 12, 13 artists from Bremerton and just put it out in Bremerton. The first couple compilations was like, I think we ended up doing like 30 some artists and two compilations, just all Bremerton artists and just pushing it, trying to get our city some recognition. You know, we always like they always say Bremerton is like the little brother to Tacoma, little brother to everybody. Like, no, we got heat out here. So I was just trying to showcase our guys.
And this compilation was the Small City Big Dream.
Yeah. So that's all that is. That's all just basically local producers, and all the rappers was from Kitsap County, basically. A couple of them was from Akron, where I'm from, but all the rest of them, 10, 11, 12, each album had different ones. So we was really pushing our city and artists from our city to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't trying to like separate, have these. No, we took everybody from the city, and we pushed them.
Okay, now Jinx, shout out to Jinx. Did you connect with Jinx before the
my brother, my little brother,
or after?
My little brother, in like I forgot, I think maybe like 2003 or something. My little brother used to put a lot of music together out here. He'd do a lot of shows. He brought Rick Ross out here before Rick Ross was hitting. You know what I'm saying?
So before he was Rick Ross, when he was Teflon Don, or just
no, when he first dropped the Every Day I'm Hustling, but it didn't hit over here yet.
Okay,
it didn't hit over here yet, but it was starting to hit over here. It didn't, but he got it right before it hit over here. But so he was doing stuff like that. He already had to do work with Jinx before.
Okay, gotcha.
So when I started doing the music thing in 2014, I was just recording in my living room, but I wanted to go to the studio, and I knew Jinx, so we started going to Jinx. I was on this program where I couldn't be around certain kind of stuff. I couldn't smoke, I couldn't drink, I couldn't do certain things. So we go to Jinx's house, and Jinx used to have his cats over there deep sometimes. And I started, hey, Jinx, I'm out of here, man. I just want you to record my artist. I'm gone. I can't be around this type of stuff. So we started being cool like that. And then I think Jinx moved. He moved probably like, I can't remember which year. A couple years after that, he moved back to Texas for a few years. And then we had started chopping it up. And he's like, man, I'm about to come back. Let's get a studio together. So we end up getting a studio. Been like 7 years now. We didn't have this Boomhouse, the studio together. Boomhouse is his though. Got you. We run the studio together. Yeah.
Okay. Now you start Lion'sDen360 Music Group.
Yeah, okay. 2014. Yeah.
2014. How did you come up with the name? And also, what is the current roster for your label?
Yeah, when I was like, I think I turned 17 or something, I got this tattoo, maybe 16, I got this tattoo of a lion. Because me and my brothers, it was three of us, we came here from Ohio.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was just us here. It was us three. So I got this lion on my arm. And my brothers like, we ain't getting no tattoos. They both end up getting the lion too. And then it just came, Lions Den just came up like where I lived at. It was like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just called it the Lions Den. So we just put it together, man. And as far as the roster, yeah, we got Lady Dice, one of my Lady Dice to me, man. She's one of the most I'm drawn to her more because she don't just do music. She basically owned, when I first met her, she owned a shop that had tattoo parlor in it, hair place in it, makeup place in it, a studio in it. She owned this building. I'm like, damn, okay. I thought she just did music, but when I get around her city, I'm like, oh, she really pushing her city. Like I be trying to push my city. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay.
This is when she was in Cali, right?
This is when I first met her, probably in like 2018.
Did you meet her here, or did you meet? Did you meet her in Bremerton, or did you meet her in Cali?
No, she lives in Oregon.
Oregon. Oh, okay.
I had met her online before that, so we ended up doing a song. Her and Jordy did a song together. I pushed her so we can ask her if we can get a song with her. She said yes, so we ended up going down there and actually meeting her face to face. But she, even after that, a couple more years, we just kind of like watched each other. And then I think I booked her out here in Bremerton for a show a couple years ago, and we just like, hey man, let's solidify this and push this together. So we got Dice. She one of the coldest hustlers, man. Like not even hustlers, but just one of the most genuine people. We got VZ, VZ. We got VZ from San Antonio. That's one of my guys right there. Who as far as artists, ain't too many cats who I say can fuck with him. R&B, rap, whatever he's on, they can't fuck with him. And my young partner, I call him my nephew. It's Frankie. I'm trying to peep everybody on to this dude. I ain't call him little because he a grown man. But I've been fucking with Frankie for some years. He ended up going to the pen for a couple years for some shit. You know what I'm saying? But he is who he say he is. That's who he is out here. Anytime he goes somewhere, the young cats fuck with him heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to wait till people get a load of this dude because he really is who he say he is. He one of them. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. You just the youngest of the crew.
yeah, and that's all I'm fucking with right now. I got a couple producers who I fuck with. Automatic, I call him Automatic. He's a young kid, man. He's probably like Automatic. He's probably 20 now. Autof. Fuck with him, and we got a cat named Is Stan that we fuck with heavy too. But they still do their thing, but we fuck with them heavy.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you know me, Gutter Kane. I strictly keep my platform separated for any type of controversy,
Yeah.
whether it's beef or it's
Do
just.
what you want. Do what you
I
want.
just want people to know. So Nick Norton and Jordy Sam they're no longer part of your.
No, not at all. So I'm the type of person like this, man. We come into the studio. I got the studio Mondays. Jinx, he's like, man, I ain't doing nothing. So I had an artist coming there every Monday. Every Monday we got the artist coming in. Even if I don't care if y'all making music, just chopping it up, just getting to know each other, just talking shit. We need to be here every Monday. So once people stop showing up and stop showing that they need to be here and stop showing that they heart wasn't like, I'd rather go do this. All right, well, go do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I'm one of those people, man, who no matter what, I'm gonna keep moving. No matter what, we're gonna keep moving, and ain't nothing stop with us. But you go check them out, see what they doing, and let me know. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing stop with us though. We still doing the same thing. We still moving.
You're not holding nobody back, and you're allowing people like, hey, if you.
Oh man, I didn't say here. You know what? Because people say, well, he's death row. He's like this, right? So I'm like, okay, well, so what I did was, when you upload music to platforms, they gotta pay for themselves. Every year you gotta pay for that to be on there. You know what I'm saying? The song to be on these platforms. If they don't pay for themselves, then you gotta pay for it out your own pocket. So these artists are saying that I'm doing this. I say, you know what? So I just took all their music off my page and here, upload it yourself and enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what happens when I get behind something. Even though that team would have been, I sit there and listen to some of our songs driving like, these guys is crazy. But sometimes I believe more than they believe. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I believe. My partner Snook, he owns Carpet Recovery out here, right? One day he said, man, Doc, you need to stop raising rappers, man. We don't raise rappers around here. You gotta let them be men off top. And I was like, raising rappers? Because I'm carrying them, calling them, and doing this. And as soon as I let it go, you can't hear nothing. You can't hear a peep from them no more. So I'm like, damn, was it me believing more than they believe? So yeah, man, it's just a lot of shit, and that's just being 100% honest.
I never want you to go in details about shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's obviously between you and that artist. I just wanted to clarify that they were no longer part of it because I did a episode with them. So, when my viewers go back and be like, well, hold on. I wanted to clarify that just
Yeah,
now.
man, and like you said though, Jordy's probably one of the dopest beat producers I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? He was young, probably one of the dopest. Nick is one of the dopest artists that I fuck with. I listen to Nick's songs still to this day. He was so filthy. I'm just like, man, but the way I do business though, I'm not gonna say, hey, come with me here, sign this 360 deal, sign this. No, I'm gonna come let you fuck with me, talk to me, and we're gonna look each other, we're gonna shake each other's hand. And this is what we're gonna do. This is how we rocking. The only way I'm gonna make money from you is if somebody call me, hey, Doc, we want to book Gutter Kane for three cities, whoop-de-woo. This much, I'm gonna say, Gutter Kane, I need 20% of that.
Gotcha.
Or 15%. But if I'm the one booking your shows for you, I gotta call people to book your shows because me putting your face on a flyer don't even bring 10 people. Man, we gonna have to think about something different, especially when I'm the one putting it together. When I'm the one saying, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put all the money into the studio. I'm gonna put all the money into the beats. I'm gonna put all the money into everything to make it look like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
But if I put your face on this flyer, you can't even bring 20 people, 10 people, then I might as well put my face on the flyer and put everything behind me. So that's what.
Yeah. No, you ain't never lying. No, I'm with you on that one.
And it hurts me because sometimes these rappers be so filthy, but they be filthy in the booth.
Gotcha.
That's it. You get out in public, you be like, man, Gutter Kane, this ain't how you act in the booth. You supposed to be Gutter Kane in the streets too. Yeah, man, it's just everybody ain't got that.
Now, Visa and Lady Dice are at the forefront of Lion's Den.
Yes.
Okay, what did you see in those two particular artists that gave you the confidence that you could, that they could actually carry the flag?
Well, because personally, Dice, for instance, like when you meet her, bro, her confidence is like it's like if me and you go somewhere and we go in there to take care of business, I ain't gotta look at you or think about you. I know you handling your business. Some people you gotta carry him. Here, go do this. You gotta carry him. You know what I'm saying? And her and VZ, I could just let them go on them. You know what I'm saying? I could just let them go and they do their things. VZ, man, he getting into it though. He getting more into who he is, like as far as like people love you for this, VZ. Give it to him. You know what I'm saying? People love you for this. Give it to him. Like even myself, man. I started thinking like, damn it, if I don't do it, it ain't gonna get done. You know what I'm saying? So I moved back and let them do it. Here, VZ, put your shit together. Here, the Dice been doing her thing. So when I start seeing that I don't need to be this person, it makes it easier for me to do other things around the way. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So they both
Focus on other stuff.
yeah, I can just drop them off and they gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't gotta hold their hand and here you go do this. No, I ain't gotta do that with them. They good. They on point.
Okay. All right.
And Frankie, look, and the boy Frankie, it's Frankie. Put him on the show in the city, it's gonna go crazy. You put him on a flyer in the city, it's going nuts. Cause he is who he say he is.
And Frankie, the one that you hit me up about before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling. All right. When you come to the city and you go to one, if we go to one of his shows, you're gonna be like, this is how it's supposed to look when you in your city performing. So yeah, man, I'm just focusing more on, instead of pushing the artists as much as I had to before, because I was almost forcing them on people. You know what I'm saying? Almost force them on people, because that's what I do. If you don't like it, I'm gonna make you like it. You know what I'm saying? Or at least you're gonna give it a chance and listen to it. But I ain't gotta force these people on nobody. So it's easier for me right now.
With Lady Dice, if she has a chance to see this, what would you really want to tell her?
The same thing I tell her ass every day. We need to drop more music. Your fan base, they love you so much, but you ain't giving them. You got to give them that music. So she dropping 2 EPs this year, anyways. We really been. Sometimes you got to force stuff. You know, artists be like, man, I just need to let it come. I need to let. Well, we'll be waiting here for 10 years if we wait for you. So sometimes you got to force them. Just like, you know, you got to force them. And I would tell her to do more music. Okay. Do more music. That's what I would tell her.
Okay. What about VZ?
I would tell VZ the same thing I tell him all the time. You gotta build that fan base, and sometimes, you know, you've been rapping for this long. You gotta catch those people. If you put out a song and you got 50 people liking it, okay, well, let's catch that. Let's catch that sound for these people. We gotta get that fan. We gotta get his fan base up, because if you listen to him, you're gonna be a fan of his. So we just gotta make sure we get more people listening and keeping them in, because he'll say any fucking thing sometimes. I don't know if you ever watch the shit he say on his Facebook. He'll say anything, bro. Like, man, we over here arguing with real fans. Like, come on, bro, leave these people alone, man. He crazy.
Yeah, no, Visa has been a regular guest on the podcast as well. You know what I'm saying? I do like his energy, so I can see that. You know, I can really do see that. You ever thought about putting them together as a duo, as a group? As a female, like a female and male duo, because that's something.
We did. Sorry about that.
Oh, say it again.
We did a couple tracks to try to fill it out. We got a couple tracks we did to try to fill it out.
Yeah, the last one I just heard, that's what made me really think about it.
If you go check her fan base out, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a different kind of fan base. You know what I'm saying? You got to go check them out. Just go look at them and shit. And I love her fan base because they crazy for her. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they'd be crazy for VZ and her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, it's the difference. It's the song that made her national sensation or whatever, however you say it, national star, is Sugar Boom Boom. I don't know if you ever heard it. Let's go back and listen to it. But then she forged out her own fan base, and they like her. They like her. She can go on there. She can go on there right now and say, I got a new song coming out. She had 50,000. She'll go in there and talk about Doc. She'll have 2,000. You know what I'm saying? But they like her. It's, you know, sometimes you got to let that happen. Maybe if VZ build his fan base up to a little more first, and then we can force it. But right now, I wouldn't do them both. Me personally, I wouldn't do it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was just an idea that came across my mind. I actually brought it up to VZ and shit. But I told him that if you ever used it, make sure you use it.
Executive producer, I got you.
As a CEO of your label, what advice would you give to an up and coming artist that's trying to find a place in this industry?
I mean, I can't, like, it'd be hard for me to tell somebody else what to do when I feel like I haven't pushed the artist big enough to be, you know what I'm saying, myself yet. I haven't got an artist that I could push big enough where, so I wouldn't tell, all I would say is build your fan base. You know what I'm saying? Build a fan base of people who, if you put out one single a month, which is 99 cents, if you put out one single a month, build a fan base where you got 1,000 people who spend $1 a month on you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it started. I would build my fan base up big enough where I can sell something for 99 cents once a month. But you know, you sell that to 1,000 people, 2,000 people, it ain't nothing at first. I mean, it's something. It's more than you get now, but it's gonna build.
If an artist build up their fan base more, a lot of CEOs would be more, you know, put to, okay, let me bring this person on. It's almost like they don't want to do that G League type thing that they do with the NBA. It's like, hey, you got to have some traction already.
Yep, and it makes sense, because if not, you're gonna find artists like I've been through this situation before too. I didn't put, you know, I didn't pay for all the videos. I didn't pay for all the clothes, shoes, everything, models, everything in the videos, all that shit, everything I've ever done. I basically pay for everything, 99.9% of everything. And so you have that, and then you have an artist who still don't show up. Like, man, you gotta at least comb your hair, do something. You know what I'm saying? We gotta. So it's just like, man, if they don't have no traction already, it almost ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because as a manager or anything, you get a percentage of something, right?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is 0% of zero? I mean, like, if nigga ain't bringing nothing to the table, what's your percentage of nothing? It's nothing. So it's like, it don't make sense to even. Or what an artist told me, man, you got to help me build. Help you build costs me money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then if it don't work, or if you want to quit, do you reimburse that money, or do you just say, man, I'm sorry, I tried? Nah. So we gotta, you know, it makes sense to have somebody come with a fan base, or everybody wants to do it, wants to be part of something where they ain't got to pay nothing, they ain't got to have no skin in the game. You know what I'm saying? No, so it's like, man, you gotta just catch the ones that's already pushing. It's easier for you, and it makes more sense.
I know you said you haven't been able to take an artist to where you're trying to take an artist.
Right.
At least not yet. Okay.
Right.
I would say not yet, because I feel like you're pushing. And with Beezy and Lady Dice, those are two artists that I think are phenomenal enough for you to do that, especially the fact that they have two different fan bases as well. Okay. Let's just say, for instance, you, figuratively speaking, you're able to get Lion'sDen to that big distribution deal. Okay. Right. Would you still want to keep it independent, or would you try to go more major?
We have to do some joint, but I want to take my guys. I want them to enjoy the life of an artist. I want them to enjoy all the big shit. I want them to have fun, because I don't plan on going. I just want, here, to go buy me this over here in Florida, go buy me one over here, and I'm cool. I still got a 13-year-old daughter, so that ain't my life I want to live. I want to be comfortable. I want to, like I told my artists, when this happens, just go buy me something in Florida, go buy me something over here in California, or something nice out here. I'm not really tripping off that. Here, pay me back what I put in, a couple extra bucks, something nice for the family, and go ahead, do your thing. Bro, one thing about me, and I say this, I'm gonna always do my thing. I'm gonna always be good. I'm gonna always be straight. That's just what I am, and we're gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I want to eat, like, we doing this little small tour coming this summer, and it ain't a lot in it. It ain't a lot of money in it for me. I'm probably gonna spend 3 times more money than I make from it. But I'm just happy that they're getting to push their music, and I like to watch them get out there and push they merchandise. That's where they get money from. Your merchandise. If you're an artist, if you're any artist out there paying attention, if you're doing shows or you paying to be on shows, that's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you got some merch. Merch is like, I always talk to street dudes. So merch is like your product. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna spoil. It ain't gonna rotten. So if you don't sell it all that day, put it in the box and bring it in next time. That's where you get your money from as an independent artist. You get your money from merchandise. So buy everything. Anything you see that's trendy, anything, go get you something with your name on it. Go get you something with your face on it. Cause that's how you make your money. And that's any artist that I mess with, if they don't have their own merch, I don't fuck with them. I tell them that when we first sit down to shake hands, this is what I expect. If you don't have your own merch, don't even come here around me. You got to have an ASCAP or BMI. Just certain things I say off top. If you don't have any of that, I don't really fuck with you.
What do you think is holding Washington State back? Because I mean, as far as when it comes to rap, you have Washington doesn't have its own distinct sound like the hyphy movement in the
Right.
Bay. You know what I'm saying? The gangster rap in LA,
Right.
boom bap in New York. You got bounce down in the NO. ATL has, it's trap. The screw is down in H-Town, but it's like Washington State, the Pacific Northwest. There's no sound. What is
You know,
holding back
we
music?
follow it. We follow anything Cali do. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time out here, wherever Cali do, we follow that. But I don't know, man. I think we'd be good, man. It's always a certain artist. Like right now, it's a couple artists in Seattle, Tacoma who got traction. Who when they doing their shows, you can hear the crowd singing their songs. That's what mean the most to me. When I see a local artist do a song or a show in his city and he sell it out, and everybody in there singing his songs. That's movement. That's the type of movement that'll get a big time record label or execs to come look at you when you got movement like that. If you go to 10 cities in your state and sell them out, and everybody in there singing your songs, oh, they gonna come fuck with you. They gonna come find you. Because they know. And plus, this Pacific Northwest is a hard one for them to break into. So they know if they find an artist like that, it's gonna go crazy, man. It's so open. Seattle have festivals every Friday or something. It's just so open to so many different musicians, man. It's like I can't preach it enough to tell people go out there and go to those Seattle shows. Go do that. Go because they gonna see you. They gonna be like, where you been? So I don't know, man. I just be trying to push people, and sometimes everybody ain't got that in them.
Yeah.
And you will push them off the boat. You know what I'm saying? They'd be fell off the boat because they like, man, I feel like you just trying to get me. I'm just trying to get you to be great. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get you to, like I used to tell my son when we'll be practicing basketball at practice. When you get home, you got to practice what you practice at practice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't. That's how you be the best. You don't go to practice and that's it. Go home play video games. You ain't gonna be the best. It's gonna be the dude after practice who outside practicing again. That's gonna be the one that's gonna be the best. And that's just what it is. It's nothing else but that. You know what I'm saying?
Now
So
you were here during the grunge movement. Do you think that knocked Washington State hip hop out the way? Like, do you
nah.
think that
The
you know?
grunge movement. I mean, shit. Washington, especially when I first moved here, you know what it is here. You live here. It ain't many people of color.
Okay.
So it's easy for that to jump. That's like going to like Montana or some shit. And they got like kind of like the rapper hillbilly rappers. That's what run through there. So this I be telling people, man, in my city it's like 3% minorities, 4% minorities, something like that. I'm like, why would if I put a show out here, why would I have all minorities why all rappers and all black shit on my show? That's just stupid to me. I'm gonna mix this shit up because I need them other people to come here because that's where you gotta look at the numbers.
Okay.
If you live in a state where it's 10% black people, or 10, you got to push everything. You can't just these artists out here. We trying to push artists who talk about same thing Chicago artists talking about killing and this and that. It ain't a lot of people out here who want to follow that. You know what I'm saying? There ain't a lot of people out here who follow that. You understand what I'm saying? We kind of gotta like what's the one little boy, Lil Mosey.
Yeah, I was about to bring him up earlier. But
Lil Mosey went crazy because he ain't talking about that shit. He talking about stuff that fun and stuff that white and black people do in Washington. He's talking about fun. He ain't talking about. It ain't gonna be too many killer rappers from out here that get big. You ain't gonna be talking about killing too much and get too big. Because I mean, the majority of us here like to have fun and drink and smoke weed and do other stuff. Other than that, I don't know, man.
it's predominantly laid back,
Right.
and that is the core audience. Like,
that's what I mean, right there.
That's the core audience, and so you got
Mosey.
Yeah. And so I feel like that's how Macklemore was able to kind of, he was able to slide in there with his thing, with the whole thrift shop. It's like having fun, drinking,
Yep.
smoke is, weed being legal here and shit.
That's one of the reasons that like a lot of cats from where I'm from, a lot of dudes who be in the mix doing a lot of stuff, they be like, "Why you don't fuck with us?" I'm like, "Bro, I can't. I gotta take rappers like Jordy and Nick and people who are less. Ain't nobody scared of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, safe artists.
Yeah,
What they would call it,
you know what
more
I'm
safe
saying?
artists.
Yeah, man. They be like, my partners be like, "Man, you should take me." I be like, "Man, if I take you, I'm gonna have to make sure we write this way and this way." Nah, bro. Give me this safe shit, bro. I ain't into that right now.
Okay.
But I know he probably do better. He probably do better. But I just it ain't my thing. I'm trying to go places where I don't have to think about that. You know, you over here talking about fuck these people and fuck that. No, I don't want to think about that because somebody gonna test that.
Oh yeah, and we seeing that a
somebody,
lot lately.
Yeah, somebody gonna test that.
What do you think about the current state of hip hop?
What do you think of? Hold on. What do you think about this? This Trump. What do you think about this Trump thing, man? Hold on. What do you think about this Trump thing? Let's talk about that 1 second.
So what? So now we're going political?
It's going on right now. What do you think about? What do you see when you seen the video? When you seen everything? What did you like? What do you think?
Well, I found out about it at the grocery store. I was at the grocery store. White boy came through. He was like, "Man, Trump got shot in the head." I was like, "What?" So I Googled it real quick. It said he got shot in the ear.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I mean, I'm not a fan of neither one of them. I'm not a fan of Biden at this point, and I'm not a fan of Trump. Honestly, I don't think it really matters almost about what president you get because it never trickles down that far enough to really fuck with the average like family.
Right.
There are certain things that they may do that it may look like it's really messing with the average individual, but a lot of times it really doesn't.
Right.
I think that Trump is basically saying the shit that probably a lot of other hateful, people wanted to say. And you got some people that just not go, they didn't like it. But I mean, I don't really know how you missed, but I don't really know how that motherfucker missed. But it's just one of those things. I mean, I know it. A lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, it was probably staged and he set it up," but you're not gonna have somebody. You're not gonna pay somebody or even be like, "Okay, I want you to do this. Shoot at my motherfucking ass." Okay, and it's gonna bring enough attention to me for people to, back me behind my campaign. Because what happened if this motherfucker miss and shoot you dead in your damn dome? That's why I'd be like, it's some shit people need to understand. Like, no, a motherfucker probably was trying to kill his ass because of the hateful shit that he has said, and that's just what it is.
I thought this, man. My whole thing, I'm looking, right? I'm watching. I'm like, okay, so somebody's shooting, you can hear it, and then he grabs his ear or something. Now, if there's a bee flying by my ear and I hear I'm gonna be like this. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. So if I hear a gunshot and something touch me, I don't know, man. It didn't look right to me.
I would back you on this. It may not be real, the situation itself, but I know damn well he didn't have a real motherfucker shoot at him.
I know that, yeah.
Okay, that's more what I'm saying. So like, if let's say he grabbed his ear and had a blade in his ear, and nicked it to show like, "Oh, I got shot" or some shit like that. Okay, that's something I can believe. But if you actually telling me he had somebody shoot him, you're not gonna do that. That's just like, I never really believed Suge sat in the car and paid somebody to shoot Tupac, because why the fuck would you pay at your motherfucking ass too? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know where the bullet's going.
Yeah, it's crazy. My little bro, he got a podcast he do, meet like a news podcast, like it's called Uncommon Courtesy. But we just had this conversation, and he said he brought up the Suge thing. I'm like, man, bro, Tupac, he messed with somebody that they beat up somebody who really killed niggas. When they beat that dude up, he was a known shooter already. So it's like, man, Suge lucky he wasn't dead.
So we are back with Doc Blackwell. Doc Black Weezy.
Yeah.
All right. So this is when it gets to this good part right here. And then, this one I've been waiting to get to. And this is you're involved in a lot of charities in Kitsap County.
Yeah.
One of your main ones is Doc Loves the Kids.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What all charities are you involved in, and break down, the things that's going on in each one of those?
Well, Doc Luv The Kids is what we do. That's the nonprofit that we've been doing for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? As far as other nonprofits or other things like that, I really just try to focus on what we doing because all the people I work with, I know that they really doing it from the heart. So it's like I really just try to focus on us and stay away from everything else. But we do anything for the kids, man. Anything the kids need. We're trying to start our biggest thing. What we're trying to do, we're trying to have it done. 5-year goal, but I want to do it now, as we want to do this scholarship fund where no Pee Wee sports, no kids have to pay for Pee Wee sports, no Pee Wee sports in Kitsap County. That's what we're working on now. So that's what we want to make it. Like any kid, any Pee Wee sport, all free. You know what I'm saying? So everybody be able to play. So that's what we're trying to work on now. But we've been giving out backpacks. We give out backpacks, haircuts,
Yeah, my
food.
bad. I should have said not what charities, what events
Yeah.
do Doc Love the Kids? What events do you do? Because
Everything we do, we make sure it's free. We don't have nothing where we're charging for nothing. Everything's free, free everything. Like the Doc Luv Kids Day, we've been doing it for one of my friends named Nate. He had passed away a few years ago, though. He was like, man, you need to have something that you do like an annual day. So that's how Doc Luv The Kids started. And we just give out free backpacks, haircuts, like all the snow cones, all the food you want. We don't just do hot dogs and hamburgers. We're doing real food. We have resources there. People, if you need immunization shots, you get your shots right there on the spot. You get everything right there. So we just try to bring almost like a fair for kids, but the parents there is going to be able to get their Puget Sound Energy discounts there, or they're going to be able to sign up for the Kitsap Library there. They're going to be doing all this other stuff too. And it makes shit, you might need a job. We're going to sign you up with Express Personnel to get you a job right there. We got everything right there. Free cotton candy, free snow cones, free, books. We gave out probably like 600 books last year at the backpack event. We just trying to do more, man. We got a couple pop-up shops that we about to start doing during the summers and during the weekdays during the school, where we pull up into like we call them projects where we from, but subsidized housing or low income housing. We're gonna pull up in there and sign people up for to get their GEDs, or maybe some of the families in there they want to sign up for like college and FAFSA, and we're gonna bring them right there in their parking lots, so you can just come outside, free food, free stuff for the kids, but they gotta have their parents with them. We get their parents out there, sign them up for job training, or go back to school, or whatever you want to do. We're gonna have it sitting out in your front yard so you can just come outside and get it done. So we're gonna bring the resources to your front door.
already, so then ain't no
Just
excuse.
like in other aspects of life, at different times of our lives, we bring it to your front door. Well, you know what I'm saying? No, you ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm gonna bring it right to your front door, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring it right. I mean, sometimes we struggle. We don't have nobody to watch the two or three kids we might have. We're gonna bring that daycare people, like, hey, we're gonna bring them, sign you up right there free. We're gonna give you busing, transportation. We're gonna give you everything you need. So you can't, we got your back. We want you to know, like, I want our city to know that it's hard. It's hard to live off of public housing. It's hard to live off that shit. We don't want to do it. Sometimes you'll be stuck. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you'll be. I done seen people stuck. So I want to be able to say, hey, you know what? We got a daycare over here for your babies. We got this free transportation pass for you. Get what you need to get. We're gonna give you 8 months. Let's run it. You know what I'm saying? So we want to have our people's back and help them get out of the situations they might be in, who they don't have nobody to talk to about that. Cause I done been there before, so I understand it. So we just trying to bring. We want to do for the kids, because black and brown kids are in math and reading. We're at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Black and Mexican, and probably everywhere, but we at the bottom. So we want to help those kids at the same time. they got to go home to parents that need help too. You know what I'm saying? So we want to help the parents and the kids. So make life easier, man. Shit fucked up out here.
Okay, and you're not only doing this for the city of Bremerton, but you're doing this for the whole county of Kitsap.
Yes.
Okay.
Kitsap County. Kitsap County, like, it ain't that big, man. Kitsap County is like probably like Olympia and Lacey. You know what I'm saying? You know how close they are?
Yeah.
It's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like Silver. There's little spots, but it's all 10 minutes away from each other, basically. So,
Okay.
you know,
You got Port Orchard there, right?
Port Orchard, Paulsbo, yeah, Kingston. We got a couple, Bainbridge. We try to touch everywhere. Anywhere that there's people that need help, that's where we at.
Doc Luv The Kids, you have the logo for that.
Mm-hmm.
But then your hat, you have the community together.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Is that like the slogan for Doc Luv The Kids, or is that a separate?
Yeah, when we made Doc Luv The Kids, we made this slogan. We built a powerful community together. We made the slogan, came with it. So I think it was like 3 years ago, we just started writing it different. You know what I'm saying? We started writing the unity in the community. We started writing the unity bigger. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was like last year or the year before, I was like, man, we got to figure out something with this. And so I just said, you know what, let's try to build something. You know, like, you might want to donate to Doc Luv The Kids a couple $100. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, oh, I can't. Well, now I got something for you now I got these hoodies. If you donate $100, you get one of these hoodies. We got the you know, some people don't like hoodies, so we got the seasoning. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to spend $50, you get a box of the crime scene seasoning, and that's another way to donate. You know what I'm saying? It's another way to donate your money, and you get something in return. So we just started. I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying?
You are. Most definitely.
We used to do the same thing with anything else. Like, if this ain't selling, I need to get something else that's gonna be selling. Why this ain't selling? We need to be building this money because we're trying to give away 1,000. We gave away 600, 500 some backpacks last year. We're trying to give away 1,000 this year. You know, I don't like asking. I like doing. So we just said, you know, we're gonna put some money into getting this merchandise made, and I'm a hustler, so I'm gonna get out there and sell it.
Yeah, you remind me of Master P. You like a Bremerton Master P going.
That's what my brother be calling me too. He be like, man, you like Master. Like, hey, wait till they see the next one. The next one we finna do. We do this thing called Feed the Streets every year, right? We get out there and during the Turkey Day. You know what I'm saying? We get out there during Turkey Day and we give out hundreds of plates for, you know, our unhoused community. All these new words you got to use. Turkey Day, unhoused community. You got to use all these new words now. But so we get out there and we give out food to them. And then some families, like, it'd be like some families where we make the whole meal and take it to their house. You know, it'd be like say a grandmother got custody of all her grandkids because of something going on. We go make Thanksgiving dinner for them. You know what I'm saying? Take it to their house, warm, hot. But last year was the first year we did Bremerton, Paulsbo, and Port Orchard. We did them all at 5 o'clock. We just fed everybody at 5 o'clock. We did all different cities. And it was crazy. So this year we're gonna get these 1-pack chicken noodle soups where you just need hot water. You pour it in there, and we're gonna make our own. We're gonna make our own kind. It's gonna be like what my grandmother used to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring that to the city this time. So we just gotta keep doing stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get bored. If I don't keep doing stuff, I'm gonna get bored, and you never know what might happen then.
A lot of people I know don't know this, but if obviously if you follow Doc, you know that crime scene is his hashtag for anytime he at a restaurant or he's eating his food.
Yeah, for sure.
How did this all come about? Because not only did you take the slogan or the hashtag that you normally use, but you actually were able to name that's your seasoning. That's
right.
Yeah. So
one of my partners, man, he's a silly cat. He took a picture of his plate, and then he took a picture of the plate with just the bones on it. It was like crime scene. It was like probably like 7 years ago, and I was like, oh, I'm taking that, bro. And he was like, yeah. He he didn't think nothing about it. But then I started, cause I go eat a lot. I go places to eat a lot, so I started using that hashtag crime scene. Now I see people sometimes they'll just be like crime scene. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy, but just something that I just started doing. I just seen my partner and I was like, I'm taking that. And I just kept going with it, and then found this guy, man, Spiva Cooking. They do seasonings. You know, you go in their stores, all the herbs, all the spices, all the lemon peels, all dried up, everything. You just go in there and just tell him, Hey, I want jalapenos, I want this, I want garlic, I want this, and he'll grind it all. I mean, he's
Oh, okay.
really taking, like, say one of your parents or something got this seed, they got this mix they use from they spice garden, their herbs garden. He got everything there. You go take it, and he let you taste it, make sure it's right. And bro, I'm telling you, it's the truth. Wait, you got to get you. I wish I would have came there and seen you. I'd have brought you some. You know what I'm saying? I would have brought you some.
Oh, don't worry about it. Look, we've been tapped in for a long time.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Shit. I want to say. Let's see. Who was the first person that was it? I think Trill was the first one. He was the first one that was like, yeah, Doc legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so
I know him. For like, I know him in Knucklehead. I know him for so long, man. My older cousin used to take me out there before I even was doing Lion'sDen. He used to take me out there and fuck with him. And Trill he is who he is. You know what I'm saying? He was the same person he is now. He was that person then. You know what I'm saying? Little smaller, but still, still that same person.
yeah.
And so he always showed me love and always did the same. And so when he was telling me, like, oh yeah, man, tap me in with that nigga right there. And I started looking into what you're doing. The name alone just killed you. I said, yeah, all right, let's run it.
Already.
So yeah, man, anything you already know, man. Anything you want to do, anything you need me to do, man, let's put it together and make it bigger.
Shit, we locked in for hey, and like I said, man, big ups to Trill, man. Trill's my dog. I met Trill back in 04, 05. But Trill's been that boy is solid. Like
solid, yes, sir.
Solid real nigga, man. What's Doc's top 5 rappers, dead or alive?
Man, I'm Tupac. Tupac, my guy right there, man. I like Tupac.
One.
I don't say top 5. I just say the top my favorite 5 rappers.
Okay,
that's what you mean?
Yeah, your top 5 favorite rappers. Not
my top favorite rapper. I like Pac. I like Outkast, both of them together. The first album. So I like Outkast first album together. I like Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's definitely one of my. So I got groups, and then
that's fine.
Special Ed is one of my favorite rappers ever.
Oh shit, got it made, huh?
Yeah, I got it made. Yep, he was one of the dopest ones ever. And then man, it's a couple who I battle. Scarface. Okay. But I battle between Scarface and a couple other ones. But Scarface just at one point, points in my life. You know what I'm saying? Scarface at a point in my life was just he was everything to me when he used to be DJ Action, when he was Brett, when he was everybody, when they first came out. And I also like Sibo when his first album, Gas Chamber.
Gas Chamber, yeah.
That's the Sibo I like. Other than that, but yeah, Scarface is my 5th. I'm from Ohio, but I like West Coast music. You know what I'm saying? One of my first albums I ever bought was NWA. Or cassette tapes I ever bought was NWA. It was DJ Quick, NWA, and it was Another Bad Creation. I don't know if you remember ABC, Another Bad Creation.
Of course I know ABC, man.
Y'all know, man. A lot of cats be young.
Hey, look, no. Look, when it comes to hip hop, I'm a hip hop head, so it don't matter if I'm young or old. Of course I know ABC. Them little badasses was on Media Man.
Yes, sir. So what's your 5? What's your 5?
My top 5?
Yes, sir.
You want my top 5 all times or top 5 that or my favorite ones I listen to?
Dead or alive.
So my top 5 of all times would be Rakim,
yep,
Tupac, Scarface, Nas, and Rock Marcy.
Rock Marcy. I gotta look him up. Who is Rock Marcy? What did he do?
So man, Rock Marcy is when you talk about underground rap. When you talk about the Griselda,
yes, sir. Okay.
Stove God, all those type of cats. Rock Marcy is the person that invented that particular lane. Okay.
So he from what? Maryland, something like that.
No, he from New York.
New York. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He from New York, man.
I'm gonna check him out.
Rock Marciano. Now, when you ask me about my top 5 favorite ones that I listen to right now, like Boosie, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Louisiana dog. Conway. Okay, from Griselda.
Yeah.
I like Bodie James, YG. When it come out the West Coast, YG. Bodie James is from Detroit.
Yeah, I know he is.
Okay, and then Rock Marcy's in that one too, because I listened to that nigga now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
about to check him out, man. See what he talking about, man.
but yeah, he you know, Rock Marcy, he used to be with Flip Mode Squad. Before that, he had a group called the UN, you know, but then yeah, but he when you talk about that underground shit that you looking at now with all them, he started that with Mossberg.
Okay.
He dropped Mossberg, and that's kind of when a lot of people felt like the New York, the gritty New York rap, like the Mobb Deep gritty.
Mm.
Okay, when they felt like that shit had died, Rock Marcy was able to bring it back with that album. Now everybody, you know what I'm saying, it's like that. But
I thought the one chick tried to bring it back too. What's that chick's name with that grime that New West New York?
Scarlet.
What's her name?
Scarlet. You talking
Scar,
about?
yeah, Scar. That's yeah. She was bringing it back a little bit, man. She came brought it back a little bit. I hope she continue because
Yeah.
she had me feeling like New York was back in the house, man.
Yeah,
It
she
about
tapped
50,
she tapped into that DMX and Onyx. Like yeah,
everybody from New York did a remix to it. Like she got all of their attention. Like I just hope she keep bringing it because that was a good move right there. She got that.
yeah, I'm with you on that one. Now, do you have any plans for a future tour or live performances? If so, what
Yeah,
can
we got
expect from
we got man, we do a lot of stuff in the city. It's Frankie and Dale. He done been out for he did about 5 shows already in the city. But August 16th, we're gonna be in Idaho Falls. Dice got performance in Idaho Falls, and she bringing VZ. So we're gonna bring the whole team out. We're gonna bring Frankie. We're gonna bring the whole team out. That's August 16th. August 17th, we're gonna be in Montana at Rapping the Rivers. It's a music festival they do out there. So we're gonna Dice got another show out there. So we're gonna be out there. We're gonna bring the whole team out there. That's another thing about her, man. She don't have to do none of that. She people call me to book her on shows or book her on shows and they're not asking for the team, they're asking for her. But she makes sure she brings us. She makes sure she like, come on, let's busy get to do a couple songs. She makes sure she bring the team with her. She don't have to. So that's another thing about her. She extends her hand. She like utilize me. You know what I'm saying? Utilize me. Let's work. And anyways, August 18th, we back in Boise, Idaho too. We got another show there, meet and greet there. Dice got another meet and greet there. She bringing the whole team out. So man, we got just the music that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? She's dropping the EP called Villains October. I want to say early October.
I was gonna ask you about that too.
Yeah, she dropping this EP called Villains. It's basically gonna be a mini movie. It's like 3 or 4 songs. I can't remember, but it's the way she putting together the visuals. It's gonna be a mini movie, and I don't want to say too much about it because I'll be told everything. She trying to hold it back, but I'll be told everything. I'll be warning everybody, hey, this is exclusive. I'm telling you what's going on. But she it's called Villains. It's gonna be dope. And VZ he's probably got like probably 25 songs plus the last EP we just dropped. He wanted to put out like a 20 songs. I'm like, bro, look, man.
He said
But
that told us that he said that on the interview that we did. I mean,
you
we're
know
not
what?
interview, the episode that we did last.
Yeah,
He said
bro.
if it was up to him, he'd just put out every damn thing.
I was just so like, you know what? Here, look, I want you to put out what you want to put out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want it. Cause I listen to people. I listen when they talk, and I listen to a lot of. If you say something a lot of times, it means something. You know, I want to do this. I want to do that. So I'm like, damn, man, am I stopping him from doing what he want to do? But really, I'm just trying to give him some game. Like, you could put out 50 songs to 6 people, all you want to. Not saying that's the situation, but I want you to maximize who you putting your music out to because it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got hits. When I first met him, before we even started doing music, I said, VZ, don't drop that Hennessy is my enemy yet. Wait on that one. Don't drop it. Wait on it. And in his mind, though, he was like, nigga, I'm dropping this song immediately. He dropped it like probably 2 weeks after that. But if I be wanting to do runs like, give me 60 days. But in that 60 days, I need you to have a promo for your video. Your video already shot. Promo for your video. 2 promos for your video. Like, say like a Jurassic Park, the new Jurassic Park finna come out. You finna see 2 of the coldest motherfucking commercials for it. It probably got all of it, but you're gonna see them. You're gonna see one, and then like probably like another week before, 2 weeks before it come out, you're gonna see the other one.
Yeah,
That's how we gotta rock. That's how we gotta rock this shit too. You gotta give them something, be like it's coming, then give them something else, and then you can't just throw it out there. Like Beyonce, the only motherfucker that just at midnight I'm dropping an album. You ain't Beyonce yet, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna build that. But really, I'm just like now. I'm like, man, if you want to drop music because maybe that'll work for you. Maybe you just dropping consistent music. Maybe that'll help build it. So I said, let me move out the way sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, are you eventually gonna do a music video for Hennessy? Because I don't care how old that song may be,
Bro.
It needs to be a visual to that song.
Bro, I got in my mind, you know what I'm saying? The visual. This is something I told you when I first seen him. You know how you go into like you ever see like a smoke room where people smoke cigars and have their little drinks and stuff? It's kind of like mahogany colored chalk, you know, the woods, all you know, it's a bad chocolate.
It's more like a gentleman's club, but without the the women shit. But I got
exactly leather seats, everything's just smooth in there. I can just see like a smooth, just I don't know, something cool, but a lot of brown and mahogany, a lot of brown and a lot of colors. Like I could just see, but you know, that song came out years ago, and I was like, bro, that song is special. You need to do more to it than just drop it. And you know, sometimes I overthink shit too, though. So I gotta kind of like back and you know let everybody take their chances and figure it out because sometimes you might be right.
I still think you should do a video to it.
Still do video?
Hell yeah, because you gotta understand, you have rappers now that are going back and doing videos for songs that came out like fucking years ago. Like matter of fact, Young Bleed and Max Minnelli, they went back and did a video for. They just dropped a video for a song that they did. That was on Young Bleed's My Balls and My Word album that dropped in fucking.
What song was that? Because that's my age group right there. I fuck with Bleed. Young Bleed was one of the hardest ones. They kind of slept on him. CeeLo didn't sleep on him, but he was one of the hardest ones.
Hold on, let me look it right now. And then I'm gonna tell you somebody else who did something similar to that. Juvenile just dropped a video for the 400 Degrees. He never did a video for the 400 Degrees when he originally dropped it, but I forgot about him too. Him and Man and Fresh did it. So sometimes, man, it don't matter how old the motherfucking song is. Having a visual to it will bring in newer people because you know younger cats have shorter minds. You know they short.
That's another rapper too, man. Juvenile, he's one of my favorites too. That boy 400, that first album he put out, you can listen to what he said. He was talking. That was his third.
That was his third.
Was it? What's his first one?
His first one, Juvenile had one. Shit. And see, before that was Soldier Rags, but he had another album before that. It was I'm looking at the fucking cover. Hold on.
So the 400 Degrees was his
Being
first.
Myself. So his first album was called Being Myself. He dropped that in 95. Then he dropped Soldier Rags. And then he dropped 400 Degrees.
400 Degrees was for the world seeing that one. That album right there. That whole album, I can recite that whole album. He was giving gems back then. That boy was cold. He one of the coldest.
Oh yes, most definitely. Hold on, let me see if I can figure out what this Max Minnelli song is though.
I probably know it, guarantee, because Young Bleed was my guy.
Oh, better than the last time.
Yeah, make it better than the last time. That's my cut right
there. They just dropped the video for it. I think it was a couple years ago. They dropped, but it, you know what I'm saying. But you know that song came out fucking.
I think I was like 17, 18 when that song came out, man.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like. So even though like I still think you and Visa should still do a visual for the Hennessy song.
It's a done deal. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this summer then. Yeah.
Do you have any plans to do any non-musical projects? Like, you know how a lot of, because you already got your hands in a lot of shit. So like, are you thinking about doing like an independent film or something? Like I'm About It.
Man, we
all the blocking.
Like last year, man. Last year I said I'm gonna focus on myself last year. I said I'm gonna push myself like I didn't push the other people last year. I said that. So yeah, I got something in the making right now. I copied off of Dr. Dre the game. It's called the documentary, documentary. So it's following me around, going to different meetings, going to different things, like just to show like being the first time I put a get this a little bit off the subject, but the first time I put together a Doc Luv The Kids event, I had 2 felony warrants. I couldn't even go. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even go, but I paid for everything and put it all together. And my family went down there and executed. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting in trouble after that, being in trouble for 20 months almost. You know what I'm saying? Where I couldn't do a lot of stuff that I wanted to do, but we still doing these events. And in 2015 is when I signed up through the Secretary of State and got the actual paperwork done for Doc Luv The Kids. This is 3 years before that. We was already doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So 2015, we said, fuck it, let's do the work. So I got a documentary that we're doing, and it's gonna take you back. It's gonna show you like this different stuff we was doing. Like it's harder for us. Like motherfuckers will be in meetings like, man, how you gonna give him $100,000 for a grant when he's known for prostitution and cocaine type shit. You know what I'm saying? Where people's going around saying these things in meetings and in front of people, where it's making it harder for me to even get help. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that we have to fight through and go through that this documentary gonna show. But you know, we still gotta smile and be happy. We can't be angry and mad and sad and shit because of this shit that's been going on with us as black men forever. School I went to before I moved here, it was all black school. Jennings in on the north side of Akron, Ohio, but it was all black school. Everything is black in there. I come here halfway through the 7th grade year, and it's six to 8 black people in my school. You know what I'm saying? All the rest is white. So I done been molded for this situation that I'm in right now since I was 13 years old. You know what I'm saying? 12 years old. So I already been. They didn't switch it up on me all that. So now when I go in rooms and it looks like that, I've been doing this for 30 years already. I'm used to this shit already. You know what I'm saying? This is pressure that I was built for. So
you have your own day in Bremerton too, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. August 26th. Yeah, we shoot fireworks and everything on that day. You know what I'm saying? We do it like it's 4th of July, right? You already know. Come on out, man. We cooking. We drinking Don Julio, everything. You know, come on out, man. I got you.
Damn. Hey, man. Well, we're at the tail end, so I want to say congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate everything that you got going on. I want to give you your flowers.
Appreciate it.
Everything that you've done and everything that you're continuing to do.
Appreciate it.
And I want to thank you for even taking the time out, you know, to give me this interview and really let everybody know exactly what you've been doing for the shit, everything, the community, the music group.
Appreciate it.
You know, I can't even say enough, man, about the stuff that I've actually physically seen you do as well as just visually. So
I appreciate you. I appreciate you allowing me on this platform, man. Because like I said, I pay attention. I watch. I see what you got going on. I read the names and see the faces. So I'm like, yeah, just to put mine on that too. I appreciate it. And next time I see you or anything, I got a box for you of some seasoning. You gotta be brutally honest though, and tell me how you feel. Yeah, you can get yours too at doclovthekids.org. You can get your crime scene. You can get your Unity hoodies, crew necks, beanies, and hats. Everything's there at doclovthekids.org.
Alrighty. Well, hey, I ain't gonna hold you up. Like I said, I want to thank you again, and I want you to have a blessed day.
Yes, sir.
I was gonna stay tapped in, man. We're gonna definitely do this again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have a blessed day. I appreciate you, man. Love and respect.
Already.
All right.
Just make sure the coke fire.